want to tell anyone about your new phone? I really want one.
I got a new phone. What phone do you have?
12, I think.
Oh, really? That's the same one that I have. It's
really?
crazy notice. I cracked the glass already, but it's
You cracked it already?
the protector. Does it feel different to you?
It does, yeah. So the main reason I want a new one is because the other night at a gig, Cody, that's been on the podcast before, we were both on a gig together, and he always takes photos of me.
Okay,
So I did the polite thing when he was up, and I took photos. And I went up. I went up to him after. He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, send them through." And I sent him, and he's like, "What the fuck did you take these on?" And his photos are like fucking professional. I think he's got one of them, and it's
You took them on one of those, those old school, it's like a long Polaroid things that pull out.
I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It would have been better not to take any photos.
Nah. Don't be ungrateful.
Yeah, no, exactly. Fuck you, Cody.
You know how I can tell you're getting into the Christmas spirit?
I'm not.
You got glitter all over your face.
Because Parker found a fucking glitter tube this afternoon, and he's like,
You look like you've been in a Christmas tree.
yeah, he went nuts with it. I forget, where was I?
Yeah, Parker did it.
I was laying somewhere. I think I was laying outside or something, and he just came and like sprinkled it over me.
Fairy dust.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, we got the Eternal MMA card on tonight while we're doing this. So when Adrian's conversation gets boring, I can just watch the fights.
What do you mean?
Oh, how do you say that name?
Mason?
No, so do you want some of this or?
Yeah, why not? Seeing as you cracked it, you got another bottle.
Yeah, Mum bought it for me. She gave it to me yesterday.
Did you tell her that you liked it?
Yeah, she went to buy some other stuff, and I'm too scared now, so I was just like, I drink this now.
What?
I'm a designated howler head drinker.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm sponsored by Dana White, so I legally can't. I legally can't drink anything else. But yeah, noticed today randomly. I feel like I did notice ages ago, and I just thought the card was like fucking next year or something.
He didn't? Is this the one that you were talking about?
I don't know. Might have been. Maybe. So yeah, two people we've had on the pod before, Viktor Lyall and Diego Pereira. So Victor just had his fight. I don't know if you watched that before you came.
I didn't.
Didn't? Nah. He fucking...
I didn't meet him though, so...
That's true. You weren't here for that one. Yeah, he won by fucking knockout in the third round. It's pretty hectic.
It was convincing.
Yeah, dude's like he was puffed the whole fight, but he's a fucking...
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But he's like... Have you seen him? He's just this jacked like ball of muscle, and he's just like swinging for the fences the whole time. I'm like,
really?
I'm like, as soon as one of these hits, this cunt's fucked. But
Wait, so he's gassed out the whole time?
pretty much, yeah. But he...
Is that his style?
Yeah, I think so. He's got a gold tooth as well. And in the second round, he pulled his mouth guard out, and
I thought you said he pulled his tooth out.
the commentators are like, "Oh, he's showboating. He's pulling his mouth guard out and stuff." And then after the fight, he said, "In the second round, he knocked my gold tooth out, and I was trying to like fish it out to throw it at him, but I couldn't get it out. It was wedged in my mouth guard."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is that like a status thing to have a gold tooth?
I don't know.
Would you ever get a gold tooth?
Nah, never.
No?
I don't think I could. It's
not even like with the back ones?
That's so pointless. No, Nikita works at a aesthetic dental clinic sort of thing now.
Okay.
And it's so tempting. Like she always comes home and she's like, "Oh, this person said they'll do a whitening for you for like this cheap, or this person will do fucking some other procedure." And I'm like, because my teeth are obviously fucked. But I'm like, I don't know.
Not that bad.
Thanks. It's just a giant gap, a chip from a Corona bottle in grade 11.
Oh, you can't tell.
Thank you. Means a lot, Adrian.
Wait, that gap is a thing though, right? That's called something.
A gap?
Oh my God, no.
No.
Huh?
It's like a...
Yeah, it's fuck. I know people have that.
Yeah, heaps of people have it.
Yeah, I know, but it's like... Fuck, I don't know. It has a name. I can't think of what it is.
I'll take your word for it. It's hot as fuck in here again tonight.
It's not. It's actually not that bad. What were you doing before? Push-ups?
Chasing the kids around. Both my kids are still awake. It's 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. And
you did have fights on in here for them to watch.
Yeah, okay. Potentially half my bad. I'll take half the blame. Look at this dude. I watched the craziest thing on TikTok.
Wait. Is that a lamest entry into a cage, crawling like a tiger?
I like it. I like that animalistic shit. Fuck yeah.
That is so dumb.
Nah. Like, like John Jones and shit when they get in there, and like Conor McGregor, how he like crouches down.
I get, yeah. He did not look like, he looked like he was crawling, pretending to be a cat.
A cat. What I was going to say, I got this crazy thing popping up on my TikTok feed at the moment, and it's like 6 and 7 year old MMA.
Okay.
And it's so funny because like they have to do entrances and shit. And
have to. Oh, it's like
I guess for this particular promotion that's in my feed, they do walk-ins, and it's just funny watching these 6-year-olds obviously copy their favorite fighters' like entrance. And
hang on, I thought you meant not 6-year-old of age, but 6 years old,
little fucking kids.
Oh, okay.
And they're like showing their small biceps and shit, and like smashing the canvas. And
but are they pretty muscly for like 6-year-olds?
They're pretty jacked, and then they just start swinging at each other. I'm like, fuck. Like, I wonder if they got headgears and like fucking.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. Get him in there.
Huh? Yeah. It's like, is it Rogan that says it? It's like they can't hit hard enough to like actually hurt each other.
Who do you reckon is going to win this one? I reckon
Mason.
You reckon?
I don't know.
Nah.
You didn't know how to say his name.
I knew how to say Mason.
No,
Don't make me out to be the bad person. Nah.
Are you saying that because he's Asian?
I never said a single word about that.
How do you think you say his name?
It was a genuine question.
Nobetsu.
Yeah, fucking oath. You and me should do a cage fight.
Yep.
Yeah, no hesitation.
But you just try and hug me the whole time.
Yeah, 100%. I'll try and have gay sex with you the entire time.
Isn't that a type of porn?
Gay sex, yes, it is a type of porn.
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, sure.
It's your favourite type of porn. Yeah. We should just do that for the entire...
I always thought that was like such a good tactic that I don't know if it still gets used a lot. Was it Forrest Whitaker that used to like front leg kick everyone?
Yeah, they still do that a fair bit. It happened in the Victor fight. His opponent was trying to get him away and gave him this good kick up the centre.
Do you reckon it's an advantage or a disadvantage to have like one of these guys has giant quads and the other one has normal looking legs?
I don't know. I think
the guy with the tats is the one with the normal looking legs.
Maybe his tats are just covering up how jacked he is.
But like, look,
the other guy doesn't have giant quads.
Are you kidding? Look at it. It's bulging. It looks like an apple.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Whatever.
What's been happening in the week of Adrian other than new phones and...
I don't know. Almost got a new watch.
Almost. Oh, yeah. What happened there? How do you almost get sold a watch?
Do you want to watch? Nah, not really.
Oh, you almost got me.
Yeah. No. Those dogs at this telco, the biggest one in Australia.
Oh.
Do you think... I never noticed it before, but someone pointed it out to me, and so I was like on the lookout for it. That they try and do like sales tactics on you.
In what way?
Like car salesperson sales tactics?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
You have?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I never noticed it before, and someone said like, no, they'll try and one, they'll try and upsell you.
Yeah.
And two, they're like full of shit the whole time. So I went in with like, I knew exactly what phone I wanted. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I called up beforehand. Like I made an appointment because you can, what's with not ever just being able to walk into a phone shop anymore? You have to make an appointment.
Oh, really? No, mine isn't like that. I could just stroll in. I strolled in for my watch.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I'm not with the biggest Australian one.
Oh, okay.
Although I think we use the same lines.
Oh, Aldi.
There's nothing wrong with Aldi Mobile.
No. Yeah, okay. So you can't walk in anymore. And so I made an appointment. I called up before my appointment. I was like, all right, this is the phone I want. Do you have one in stock? Yeah. All right, okay, put it aside. Then I got there. They did the sit-down thing. Oh, all that fake friendly talk. I'm like, I just want my phone.
Yeah.
What are you going to use it for? kind of question?
Yeah.
Phone stuff.
Phone
Porn.
sex.
Like, yeah. And it's like, all right. And I said, okay, so which phone do you want? Like, this is the phone. Someone should have it. I called up and made sure it was here. I didn't want to waste your time or my time.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they go out the back and like, oh, we don't have that one, but we have this one. I'm like, no. I called up, and before I sat down, I said, someone has this phone, otherwise I'm not, like, I don't want it otherwise. And he's like, did the fake, I'll go check again. I think, like, asked the manager out the back, but they're in a meeting. They didn't know about it. And I was like, okay, look, if it's not here, I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go check one more time. What do you? How big is the back room?
I've always wondered that. I've always wondered how big the back rooms of these places are.
And then he goes, my manager was in a meeting, but it was in her pocket. Bullshit.
The new phone is in her pocket.
Yeah. I was like, that's the biggest
That is
load of
fucking dumb.
horse shit.
That is dumb. We had a backroom debacle today. Westons wanted. Do you know those little moon balls? They're called moon balls, and they're just an extremely bouncy fucking ball.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're like got these little craters and shit in them. They're pretty cool. Anyway, the only place that I know
like a handball, like like this handballs.
Yeah, it's similar to that. The only place that I've seen them before is Rebel Sport. So I was like, we'll go to Rebel and get one. So we get there, and I hate asking for fucking help. Whenever someone's like, can I help you? I'm like, just looking.
I kind of do too a little bit, but then I also don't want to look like that guy wandering around.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, today we were in a bit of a rush because Nikita had a meeting to get back to. So this this massive jack dude comes up to us, tattooed from...
That guy looks gassed as fuck.
Yeah. Tattooed literally from skull to fucking legs.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I've seen someone at like Rebel Sport that tattooed.
Working?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, that's kind of cool. But anyway, so...
I think it was hard for him to get a job.
I reckon probably, yeah. So we're like, do you sell moon balls? And he's like, I know we're trying to phase them out. And he's like...
Why?
I don't know. I thought that as well. And he's like,
Why would you ask?
What do you mean?
Why are you trying to phase them out?
I don't know.
You wanted to know what? No, he said they're trying to... Oh my gosh, I can't believe you.
Anyway, he goes, you might find some people pick them up and then put them in another ball thing if they fucking don't want them anymore or whatever. So he's like, you might want to...
don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
What do you...
That's what he said. Like if a kid's walking around and their parent goes, fucking you can't have that, and they just put them in with the tennis balls.
It's not that they don't want them anymore, though. They still want them.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So he goes, let me check the computer, and he checks it, and he's like, says we got like 50 in stock. And I'm like, that's weird.
Stolen. 100% that shit gets stolen.
Anyway, we have a quick look around, and we can't see him. And he goes, I'll have to go check out the back. And just as he's got like maybe 10 meters from going through the back doors, I looked at the counter and I'm like, isn't that a massive pile of them on the counter? And Nikita's like, yeah, that's them. She's like, go and catch him. And I'm like,
what do you mean catch him? You should have picked the ball up and thrown it at his head.
So I've started chasing this dude towards the back doors, and he's like just walked in as I've got to the back. And then I had to I started like walking through like rows of clothes and stuff, pretending I was looking back there.
Oh, I thought you meant you went out the back.
No. And then I made it back to Nikita, and the guy came out. He's like, we can't find him anywhere. He's like, I've got a couple of guys looking out the back, and I'm like, look, random question, is that them on the counter? And he's like, oh yeah, how did we not see them? And I'm like, I don't know. And then
I feel those tattoos on your eyes.
I wish I said that. But yeah, I fucking hate salesmen. So when
I called it.
You called what?
That the Asian guy's going to win.
Nah, not yet.
No.
Nah, he's not going to get it.
He's pretty gassed.
Yeah, when Ash was here, I was alluding to talking to salesmen as well. And then I said, can't talk about it this week. We might touch on it next week. But anyway, Nikita got a new car. And that whole debacle fucking pissed me off the entire time. Walking around.
New car or like second-hand new car?
Yeah. Like
okay.
just
or
car,
from a dealership.
like car, yeah,
okay.
dealerships. So dealerships fucking shit me.
Yeah.
So we've gone private for as long as I can remember. Nikita got a brand new car when she was like 18. She got one of those Mitsubishi Mirages or whatever. Anyway, so we went to a dealership for this one, and then we're looking around, and every fucking car yard's
the best car.
Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
let me call my manager.
Yeah, I'm just looking, and they're like, "What are you looking for?" And I'm like,
a car.
Yeah. And then I'm like, we really don't know.
can't.
I'm like, I want a dual cab ute. Nikita wants an SUV. We're trying to
I want a dual cab ute.
we're trying to juggle. We're looking at different ones. We're literally not sold on anything. Oh, well, let me take you over here. I'll show you this one. Take a seat in it. I'm like, I don't want to fucking sit in it. And then like,
What do you think sitting in it is? This is the car.
yeah, that's pretty much what Nikita did.
So it worked.
Yeah.
That's the
for
reason
sure.
that they do it then, because it fucking works.
Yeah. Nah, so this dude showed us one. So this is what happened. So we went to one car yard. She fell in love with a dual cab ute.
Oh, really?
I wasn't.
That's interesting.
It was like the new Triton,
Okay.
which I wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
It's because it's a Triton.
Yeah. I was like, oh, resale value, fucking blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she was in love with this thing, and I'm like, I'm not sold on it. I'm like, let's go look at the next one. We got there.
Is she a person that'll get sold on like the first thing you see often?
Not really.
Okay.
Nah, but when she sees what she wants,
Okay.
she fucking, there's no change in her mind.
Okay.
So we went to this next car yard, and this dude was an absolute fucking typical slime ball car dealership dude, and just trying to fucking pull all these little moves. And I'm like, look, I don't care. And all he had,
I don't care.
Yeah, he didn't have any utes.
How's your day? I don't care.
Yeah, he didn't have any utes. Anyway, he's like showing her like SUVs, like Rav4s and fucking blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, we got a couple of these Nissan X-Trails in.
Yeah.
And Nikita's looking at him. She's like, oh, I like the outside, blah blah blah. And she's like, it's blue, and that was a big fucking win in her book. Anyway, she started this thing and fallen in love, but she's like, I don't like this guy. Let's go back to the first guy and ask him if he has any X Trails.
Okay.
And I was like, we could just get this one and be
yeah.
done.
But I don't know. This.
Suck shit. You lost.
Oh, I didn't see how though. So it
No,
doesn't
me
count.
either. Strike it from his record.
Yeah. If I wasn't watching, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as busy as I thought it would.
You don't reckon?
No. Oh, he looks fucked.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind. I haven't been to Southport Sharks to watch a fight. I've been somewhere else that we can touch on soon.
Yeah. Soon?
Yeah. Well, when I finish my car dealership thing. Anyway, yeah, so we went back to the first guy, and he's like, oh, yeah, I've got two to choose from.
So there was only 2 car yards that you...
Nah,
wanted to
we
go
went to a fair few. So it's a fucking long story. We went with the kids originally, and obviously...
It's too hard.
Yeah. So we took them back to mum's, and on the way back to the original one, we went to like another 3.
Okay.
And then we started
So
looking
how does it go? Do you like... We're looking for a ute? Or
That's each car yard. I was like, look, we're literally undecided. We came out with the intention of getting a dual cab ute, but now Nikita wants to stick to like an SUV.
Okay.
So it was purely just an on the day decision.
Were
Yeah,
you
we went
looking
and
for
looked-
advice from them or something? Or
No, not really.
Okay.
I fucking There was one. So we went and looked at which again I wasn't sold on. It was like similar boat to the Triton, those new Havels.
Oh yeah. I think I hear it's hit and miss. Like sometimes you could get a good car, or you could get one that's like got tons of shit wrong with it.
Yeah, so that the only thing I was worried about them is like when the Great Walls came out here, and then we found out like a year later they were full of asbestos, and I'm like,
I had never heard that.
didn't you?
No.
Apparently all the floor was like asbestos.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Did they get recalled?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go on. Finish your story. I keep interrupting.
No, you're right. Nikita just sent me the weirdest fucking message. She's like, "Why on my Facebook?
Is it only
feed-
Havels?
Why on my Facebook feed is there a diagram for erectile dysfunction?"
They've been to your show.
Yeah, probably. So anyway, she got an X-Trail. It's done. It's in the driver.
Do you like it?
It's not too bad
Is
actually.
it hybrid or petrol?
Nah, just petrol.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sold on it in the yard, and then I was like,
Did you get to test drive?
yeah, I took it for a test drive. So yeah, it's nice to drive and all that shit. The only thing that trips me out every single time I drive it is it's got a foot handbrake.
Oh yeah, I don't like them.
No, me
Mum's
either.
car has it too. Mum's car's an Accord,
Yeah, okay.
and I don't like it. What's yeah?
Every time I park it, I go, oh, that's right. And
Is it a press it again to release it?
yeah.
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 In Mum's car, when you press the foot handbrake, for some reason in the passenger seat, you can feel it in the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like if your feet are on the floor, you can feel it go click, 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 click.
True.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. Fucking hell. Yeah, so I said before, got some. So this is why we shouldn't have the fights on. Got some breaking news for the podcast.
Okay.
I think.
Wait,
I don't know if I've
I
actually.
don't like car salesmen.
Yeah, basically, and it just tied onto your fucking phone salesman. So yeah, I have locked in another 2 WestPark fucking rooms officially.
Rooms, not just shows. Rooms.
Yeah, rooms. So got final meetings with both of them
All right, let me guess. It's,
this week.
one is TSG.
Yep. You shouldn't guess any names in case fucking.
Why?
I haven't locked those ones in yet because I've met with like 4 places.
Oh.
Yeah.
One is
But TSG.
Nambour Surf Life Saving.
Yes. I'm driving to Nambour every Monday night.
You don't have to go to the shows. You could host a show like far away, right? And just
That is, it's an option. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. There's heaps of trivia nights and stuff do that. I know. They basically just find the venues and then they just find someone who wants to host them.
Right.
Give them like $100 a night, sort of thing.
It seems like you could grow that pretty well.
Yeah, they seem to go surprisingly well, like bingo and trivia and all that shit.
Not just
Like,
that. Oh, okay, actually,
and it's a way easier sell than like, can I come do dick jokes here on a fucking Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Like,
just have to find someone that runs them and do it.
yeah.
Also, the intermission is dick jokes.
So yeah, the Sporting Globe at Logan Home.
Wait, friggin' Mason only threw 19 strikes.
What a bitch. Adrian's interrupting my breaking news. Imagine if like Channel 7 was trying to do breaking news and they're just like...
Yeah. Hang on.
Wait,
The fight's
hang
on.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, so Sporting Globe at Logan Home starts on the 6th of December, I think it is.
Okay. Oh,
So it's a Wednesday night.
pretty soon.
Yeah, it is pretty soon. It's surprisingly soon because I hadn't heard from them for like a couple of weeks and then randomly messaged me.
Wait, can you talk about... I don't know.
Whatever
you can
this is all I know for now. Like, and it's undecided yet if it's because I think they're doing trivia now on a Wednesday as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's undecided whether I'm alternating fortnights with them or they're going to move to another night, and I get every Wednesday.
You're going to kick trivia off.
Apparently,
Jesus.
So we'll see. So yeah, 6th of December. Everyone should come and hang out at the Sporting Globe.
Open mic.
Open mic, yeah.
Okay.
Open mic night. So,
Was there... I think you were talking about maybe... Like what was in question was like content?
yep. So clearing that up in our meeting on Monday, but
Okay.
from initial discussions regarding that, he's sweet. So,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm going to go more in depth on Monday and say, look,
That's cool.
some people, including
Wait,
myself,
why not
might say
you say-
outlandish shit.
Why can't... This is my set. And,
Yeah, sit there. I'm going to do my set for you.
and you can be like, oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
We've made a grave
Yeah,
error.
exactly.
Sign this contract first.
So yeah, that one's locked in, and
That's
then
cool.
the other one is probably
Every Wednesday, huh? Or alternating.
possibly alternating Wednesdays, which I'm thinking that's probably more what they're going to go. Because
Still don't
they're
understand why everything's always on a midweek.
well, I think it's, especially this venue being such like a sporting venue.
Oh,
They're going to
stuff's on
have
the weekends,
sport
yeah.
on like Thursday night footy, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's all sports.
Okay.
So yeah, Wednesdays should be okay. It's a pretty like busy sort of area with heaps of like walk past traffic and stuff. So I'm hoping a fair bit of that comes in. But
There's footy on Thursday. What about when there's no football season?
yeah, well that's the thing. Like,
I just
Yes.
thought late night Thursday would be like a better day.
it would definitely be busier, especially being in like the shopping centre.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I've sort of said to everywhere I've spoken to the possibility of renegotiation after like the first month of shows.
Bad experience. Huh?
Yeah, been scarred before. So, yeah. So that's that one.
How do you say that name?
Kobe Porter.
Oh, okay. So you can
3 wins, 2 losses. Is it? that. Oh no, don't worry, don't mind me.
No, what?
I thought
Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane, Australia. And the second venue doesn't start until the new year, but this one is it's a little
looks like Knox Hill.
It's a little bit
Wait, legit, that guy looks like Knox Hill.
I don't know who the fuck Knox Hill is. It's a little bit scarier than that one. So it's another open mic night every Thursday night.
Okay.
So now I've got a Wednesday and a Thursday night filled. Yeah, nice. Who's he? Like a rapper or something?
Like a YouTube rapper.
Yeah, right.
Just like that guy.
Yeah. So that's at the Mansfield Tavern, which that's what I was saying before. I've seen fights there. So
Mansfield Tavern. I don't know where that
Tavern.
is.
So it's sort of near like Mount Gravatt sort of area. So they hold the fights there. They get bands and artists and shit go there like a fair bit. So it's like a bit of a entertainment hub, I guess. So open mic nights there every Thursday, which I'm sweet with. But the scary part is once every 4 to 5 weeks, they want to do a curated show in their big room.
Why is that scary?
Because their big room seats 200 people. So easy.
You did half of that almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. Like it's doable, but it's
you have
a big step up.
Kind of. You have like way in advance, like notice, I guess.
Yeah.
Notice maybe is bad.
For sure. And like the amount of stuff, like obviously I won't talk too in depth on here, but the amount of stuff this venue is going to do to
promote
is like fucking insane.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what you're worried about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're fucking stressing about.
Just bombing in front of 200 people?
Nah, I'll probably leave myself off the first. I'll do the open mic nights. So yeah. Nah, so I'm.
Do you feel like it's not like you're not ready to do that there? Is that why?
No. If I'll probably leave myself off the first one just to make sure everything runs pretty sweet. But like second or third, I'll definitely jump on.
I hate that excuse.
Why?
No, I just hate it.
Well, if it's like the first one isn't going to be till like February or March, so by then, if fucking I want to jump on, I'll jump on. If I want to jump on the night, I'll go fucking
get off.
Hey, international touring comedian.
What? Bumped.
Yeah. So
that's
yeah,
cool.
that's pretty sick. So my thing this week to Nikita's been I'm now officially making more off comedy than I am on cabinet making. So,
well, not yet.
Not yet, but
hopefully.
Yeah. So
cool.
yeah, see how it all goes, and then there's a couple more venues which, one of them I really want to get across the line.
So what happens then? Because you're going to end up doing Wednesday nights then, Thursday nights. Does that mean you can't do other shows?
Yeah, that's what I was saying to Nikita. That's going to be the shitty part. So I guess the only because that's going to be shit. But then when I sat back and looked at it, I'm going to MC both these shows. So I'm going to get more stage time and I'm also getting paid.
Not travel too far.
Yeah. No travel. I'm getting paid for both these shows, whereas normally I'd just go do my 5-minute spot and fucking... So in theory, and then I've also got the option of if I do get a fucking bigger gig somewhere, then I can just hire someone else to MC.
I was going to say, is it common practice that the showrunner is there?
Normally, but like once the room's established, then it pretty much runs itself and you can just get an MC to come and smooth things out for you. Obviously pay them and shit.
I hope it doesn't turn to a bag of shit.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be right.
Yeah. No, so exciting shit.
Wheeling and dealing, huh?
Wheeling and dealing.
Does it feel weird?
Not really. I don't know. The only it feels sweet, but the only thing is just that curated room.
Okay. It's weird that you feel...
200 people is just a lot of people.
I know that it is. I understand. I feel like there's a misconception about the number and how many people that really is. But after I don't know, what I've seen, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. Well, like the other thing, like that's sort of where we want to get to as well. So the venues put no pressure on me to like first show 200. Like we've got a number that we're happy to hit for the first one, and it's pretty close to what I hit at the last show.
Yeah. So it's not... Oh, okay. So it seats 200 and they'll... okay.
And that's all different as well. So that's 200 with tables. He's like, if you want to do theatre seating, then it's like fucking 300 to 400.
Right. Yeah. Which I think could also be good too.
Yeah, and the room is like, it's just a giant empty room with like endless fucking setup possibilities.
But does that mean if it was theatre seating, then you couldn't have food?
Yeah, so I spoke to the manager about that, and he's like, ideally not, but sometimes when we do it, we offer like almost like
Food truck type shit.
Similar to that, yeah. And like, basically like that, like finger foods and burgers and shit like that people can eat in their seats. So
Canapes,
yeah. So see how we go. But
welcome to Podcast Business Chat.
Yeah, I had a gig that I've been trying to get on for like 2 years now this week, and it was bittersweet.
Because you bombed?
Nah, so I didn't bomb, but
bittersweet.
It was crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy because you weren't on last week. So
no.
Did you listen to that episode? Nah. Okay, sweet. Well, anyway,
I kind of want to.
Yeah.
The feedback looks like good.
Yeah, heaps of people fucking loved it. Those boys are hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying to those boys so in 14 days I think we did 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
And then
in 14 days you did 3 podcasts.
Yeah, because we did, or maybe it was 15, because we did you, me, Ash, Matt. No, what was the one before that? Oh, that was my solo one. That was okay. So I did the solo one, then you, me, Ash, Matt, and then those boys last Saturday.
How is that possible?
Because I did because I did that on the Sunday or the Monday one. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, and then I did
tuck your chin, bro.
9 or 10 gigs in that space as well. So I was like
fucking
I just felt like a fine-tuned fucking machine. No, I was, like that's what Nikita said. She was like, "You were like so happy for those 2 weeks." Like I was wrecked.
Yeah,
and that's what I was saying to them. I felt like such a bitch, son, and I was wrecked off like 5 and 10 minute sets.
Okay,
when like touring comedians are doing like an hour a night sort of thing, which that's obviously like is fucking different.
That's like saying a high school.
It's like me getting
like
it's like me getting in there and going, "Why am I puffed after 10 seconds?" So yeah, and then this week the only gig that I had was with Brown Snake Comedy.
Does it feel like you did nothing?
Yeah, 100%. So the last show that I did last Friday night, so not the Friday just gone, the one before for Based, was fucking like the most fine-tuned I felt my set had ever been. Like,
that's cool.
I was just like...
Because you're still doing like the same...
Yeah. It just felt like cool. I was like almost on autopilot, but still like breaking out of my set a little bit, which was cool. And there was even one part of my set where I'm meant to get a laugh, and for some reason these guys didn't laugh.
You're meant to laugh.
Yeah. And I like it always gets a laugh, and then I don't know why, but it didn't get the laugh. So I was like, I'm just gonna stand here
until you
laugh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I stood there for maybe at the time it felt like fucking ages, and I listened back to the recording. It was maybe like 3 seconds, and then they started laughing like for fucking ages. And I'm like that was cool just to hold the room, and then they just broke.
Do you think like you could introduce a little bit more of that? Like,
I think so. Yeah,
embrace the silence
in the right rooms. Like,
you're just bombing. Eventually they'll laugh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a thing. I'm sure I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a principle, a psychological principle, in like if something's weird, right? It like goes through like the stage of like being fucked up, and then eventually it becomes funny.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be like weird. I'll talk more about this Brown Snake gig, but at the Brown Snake gig, Peter James was the MC, who's fucking, I think, is one of the best guys in Brisbane. Okay. Anyway, he was like doing his thing as the MC, and then he's like, all right, we're going to have a little break. And he was out the back talking to us, and he had just seen, who's that fucking, the Beatles guy that's touring in Brisbane at the moment?
John Lennon?
Whoever that is, anyway. Paul McCartney, that's him. Anyway, he was telling us he went and saw him the night before, and he like fucking frothed for this guy. Like, And he's like, I loved it after every song. Just this old 80-year-old got up from his piano and just did this like groovy little dance. And he's like, it was so awkward to watch, but he's like, I fucking loved it. So he got up just before the break and he's like, all right, we're going to have a quick 10-minute break. And he's like, while you guys are having a break, I'm just going to stay on stage and do this little dance. And he started doing like awkward Paul McCartney dances. And he danced for like a good maybe 10 to 15 seconds. And the audience is just like, is he going to actually do this the entire break?
Fuck yeah. And then no one would leave.
Yeah.
Is he going to fucking quit? That's so good.
Eventually he just fucking started laughing and came off. And he's like, I wish I stayed up there the whole time. And he's like, it would have been like the stripper in a birdcage at a nightclub. Like, you know she's up there, but nobody really ever looks at her. But yeah, so that was the one gig I had this week. And I felt like...
Bittersweet. Bittersweet because it was the most... Well, why was the bitter part?
So the bitter part was my set still went technically great, I guess. Like everyone fucking laughed. I had a good set, blah, blah, blah. But it just felt like all those little things that I like perfected a couple, like the last week.
Oh, it was different stuff that like...
It was all the same material. But
but it was like different things that...
Yeah, like it felt like I'd just gone back to almost just saying it again rather than like playing with the set and stuff, if that makes sense. But yeah, it just felt weird. And even like socially and stuff, when I was out every night, I was just like talking to everyone, like fucking blah, blah, blah. And then like...
I realized I hate people.
Yeah, and then like 5 or 6 days without talking to anyone, I was just like back in my shell and I'm like, how you going? Like,
that's interesting. I don't like talking to people is the thing.
Yeah, me either really, but like I feel like in those sort of environments it's okay because it's not like any conversation is going to be too serious.
That's the thing. It's the thing about talking that I hate. It's all small talk that we talked about the other day.
Yeah, that's fair. There is a fair bit of small talk to get to the juicy stuff. But yeah, fucking another crazy thing I saw at that bass gig on the Friday night that I did well at. So Shane Hunter, who's another fucking hilarious comedian, it's taken me ages to like for us to like click, I guess, because he's just as socially awkward as I am.
Okay.
But as soon as you get to like talk to him and shit, he's fucking one of the coolest guys ever. Anyway, he just rocks up to this gig on Friday night, Western in the green room.
In my head, he just rocks up to this gig with his dick out.
Yeah. Basically. We're sitting in the green room, right? And he just walks up and the first thing he says, he goes, do you guys know how much you can make from gay prostitution? And
Probably a lot.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I don't, but please tell us. And he's like $500 an hour. And I'm like,
I feel like you could make more if you were like,
yeah, that's what we got to eventually. He's like, that's like middle of the range. He's like, obviously you can do it for less if you want.
If you want. Yeah. I do it for the love.
He's like, but 500 seems to be like middle of the ground. Anyway, we had this like between all of us, we had this maybe 10 to 15
Who's going to make the most money?
Yeah. I told him, I'm like, I'm all in because that was the last day of my job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finished on the Thursday, whatever. So I'm like, dude, I need this money. Like, pimp me out. I'm like, literally auction me on stage tonight. Anyway, with this 10 to 15 minute chat, everyone's picking holes in his story. Everyone's adding little bits.
Picking holes? Like, what holes are there to pick? How is it not common knowledge that if you fucking sell you...
Like, just for like, I guess for us being like straight males to just decide that tomorrow we're going to go and take up gay prostitution.
I feel like you could.
Yeah, well, I definitely could. Anyway,
you could.
Yeah. Anyway, he started doing all the maths and stuff, and he's fucking broken all this stuff down. Anyway, he gets up, starts the show, does like 3 minutes of crowd work, and then his opening bit is this bit about like gay prostitution for money, and he's just like developed this bit in his head, and he's thrown in pieces that we've all like picked in his story, and I'm like, that's fucking insane. And he got off, and he's like, how'd that like come out? And I'm like, fucking brilliant. Yeah. And I'm like, have you done that before? He's like, nah, first time. And I'm like, that's fucking nuts. He's like, yeah, but I've been doing it for like 16 years, so it's kind of cheating. I'm like, still.
Doing not the bit, obviously.
Comedy. Yeah. So
how is it cheating? Yeah. To be good at what you do is not cheating.
I just thought it was nuts to literally come up. Like, obviously he'd been thinking about that premise on the drive and then have a chat. right before the show and then literally do it as almost your opening bit.
Not cheating. 100%.
No, I don't think it's cheating. That's what I mean. Like, it's fucking... I find it insane.
I could equate that to where everyone was freaking out about Chad Smith being able to listen to a song and play along to it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like...
That was pretty cool.
He should be able to do that. What do you mean? I'd be worried if he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
With the amount of hours you sit behind, like, an instrument.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. But, yeah, all in all, the gig went sweet.
Yeah.
And hopefully more to come.
Have we missed the... his name's Diego, right?
Yeah, no, I think he's next. So...
That's why we're watching, right?
Yeah, 100%. He's basically going to be our main event.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Show's over. Hang on. We'll be quiet in about maybe for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes.
In 5 for 5.
Yeah. Well, I watched a movie this week.
Bullshit.
Yep, 100%.
Okay, wait. Before what it was it good?
I loved it. First, I came away from watching that movie and I'm like, this is one of the best.
Oh my God. I can't.
No. This is one of the best comedy movies I've seen in a long time.
Okay, wait. That was going to be my next question. What genre? But okay.
Yeah, well, I thought that would give it away, but that's how I came away from the movie. And there was only one takeaway that I was like super disappointed. Not disappointed, but I felt a bit icky about it.
Icky. Nice choice.
So, and once I had this opinion on the movie, based on what...
Did it fuck the whole movie?
No. Based on what the star of the movie said on his podcast, he's getting like a heap of backlash from it, saying it was like shit and blah, blah. And like stuff I've read online saying it was like boring and he didn't push the envelope.
Here's the thing, I don't like care what other people think.
Yeah.
If something's good, then it's good.
Fucking, I'll definitely watch it again. Anyway,
I know you will.
Do you want to
freaking watch the same movies over and over again?
Yeah, we'll add this one to the list. Do you want to guess it? It's a new one on Netflix.
Oh, no, I've got no idea.
Nah. So it's called
Ben Stiller.
Old Dads.
Oh,
Bill Burrs' new movie.
are you fucking...
What?
R-word?
What?
Isn't that the one that Matt's been telling you to watch for fucking forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Not forever. It came out a fucking week ago.
And for the whole of your last week.
Yeah.
Wait, you should watch this. Or you should... This is...
Yeah.
Matt, I'm advocating for you. You were right.
Okay. I wanted to watch it, but we just discussed I did fucking 9 gigs or whatever.
Don't care.
In the
Listen
space
to it on the...
fucking, watch it on the highway on the way to a gig.
Yeah.
And then when I get up to do my set, I'll just be like, I want to talk about a movie I just watched.
Have you guys seen Old Dads?
Yeah.
You should.
Anyway, fucking...
Hell yeah, that's cool. I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it.
It's pretty good.
I'm almost... I started watching Breaking Bad again and I'm almost finished.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was good because...
Old Dads. I got to write it on my list.
He's one of... Like, he always says on the podcast how...
Who's in it? I don't even know.
Bill Burr. So it's basically Bill Burr's movie. He always talks about how, like, people have always been so scared to make a good comedy movie since, like, Superbad and The Hangover and shit.
Because they were so good.
Superbad
especially.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, there were parts of this movie where I fucking was laughing loud at how far he was pushing the boundary, I guess. I guess compared to what we've normally been seeing the last few years. Yeah. So in hindsight, it probably wasn't that bad.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't like anything he was saying was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking well written, well put together, blah, blah, blah. But the thing that made me feel icky was...
Stop saying icky.
Stop saying icky.
I can't. You're a fucking grown man. Don't say icky.
What do you want me to say?
Gross.
Gross. Okay. The thing that made me feel gross.
You know, did you ever hear about, I don't know, like grown people that say chippies?
Nah. Maybe we've spoken about it. We've spoken about a lot of shit.
I can't deal with grown men that say chippies.
You're sexist.
No.
Anyway, he's got four major sponsors on his podcast. Each one of them was in the movie, which I get.
Where the fuck is this stupid new phone? I lost my fucking movie notes.
Oh my God.
I'm listening. Anyway, go. Oh, fuck it. I'll do it
so like the common person probably didn't notice it, but because I listen to his podcast every week and I'm like, I hear like Zip Recruiter or something like that, or like Liquid Death.
Yeah.
So like his intern, like they're talking and she just picks up a can of Liquid Death, making sure the logo's facing the camera.
Oh,
like
product placement. I can't. That's gross.
Same thing. Like I'm not going to tell you what happens. Something happens with them.
You think? Wait, it was very obviously
To
consciously.
me, it was.
Okay.
But that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. Like, Nikita didn't notice it.
Well, of course not.
And then there was, like, parts where some...
But I think I would have noticed it, not knowing what. I noticed brand placement.
Probably, yeah. Something happens with that job and Bill says something like, oh, we better turn to ZipRecruiter or something like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, like, I get it makes sense, but...
But do you think that was... Like, do you think he got paid for that, or it was just like a Easter egg throw-in thing?
Nah, I reckon he got paid because he sort of did make light of it on his podcast. I think it was last week. He did like the ad read, and then he's like, you'd think I was half owner of this company or something to put it in my movie or something like that. So then I was like, oh, maybe this cunt does fucking have shares in these companies or something, like, because then it does make sense, I guess, to... Because look at fucking everything Logan Paul does, whether it's wrestling or boxing or something. He's got
like
a bottle of Prime.
Yeah, but that just makes sense. It's his fucking
Doesn't make sense. He's
what?
jumping out of
What
a
do you
plane
mean he's going to
drinking
get up there
Prime.
with Powerade? I'm like, oh,
Oh my god!
of course. That's like saying Elon Musk doesn't have influence in whatever he says on fucking whatever X.
Did you listen to him on Rogan this week?
No,
No?
I haven't listened.
Oh right.
Why?
It's just like
Is it weird?
it's not weird. It's just like typical Elon, how he just pauses for like
Well, yeah,
'Cause,
because
like,
like speech is so broken.
so
It's
many
hard.
times. I had to look at my
Wait, is
phone
my
and go, "Did my phone stop playing?" And then he'll just come back with this like smart answer. But it was funny.
Yeah, but you can see he thinks like he's thinking
Yeah.
about stuff.
So that's what I mean. He's so like
Oh, that's the fucking why. Okay, yeah, okay.
he's so like thought out and smart about everything. But then like 20 minutes into the podcast, you can tell that maybe he doesn't like hang out with the boys so much or something like that. It's always just work. But it comes up,
Of course,
like
100% work. All
yeah,
the time.
yeah. Joe says like, "Oh, we should get a pizza," and like Elon just becomes ecstatic, and he's like a 10-year-old boy. He's like,
Yeah.
Can we actually get pizza? Like,
Yeah,
can we
yeah,
get it
yeah.
right now?"
Yeah,
and he was
yeah,
just
yeah.
so excited about like ordering
so
a pizza,
cool, though.
and I'm like, yeah. And he was just like coming his pants, and then for the next 15 minutes, you just listen to them chew in the microphone. I'm like,
No, I can't. No.
For a second, I was like,
it made me icky.
yeah. It made me feel so icky. Elon made me feel icky.
I think it's cool that you could be like one of the richest dudes and like just be so excited for pizza.
Yeah, for sure. He's he has to be one of like the coolest, richest dudes.
Some people don't like him a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like him. I don't get it though, but yeah,
I get it, but I also like there's fucking way worse people in the world.
there is. Like car salesman.
Phone salesman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck yeah. Oh, is this fight over? He's drinking water. It must
Yeah.
be over. It's
Didn't
coming up.
Didn't get a prime deal.
Is that Coles water?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
You what?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Oh, sick. Yeah, no.
No. It's got proper 12.
I wish Ash was here for this chat because I feel like you're just going to shut it down.
Okay, no. Go.
Did you listen to the new Blink-182 album?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, no. Only the 2 songs that released as singles.
Okay, so you haven't listened to the whole thing.
And I listened to fucking the dude from Megadeth learn how to play one of the songs.
I haven't seen that. I've never heard a Megadeth song.
Okay.
Okay, fuck you.
I don't like. It doesn't even shock me anymore because you're like, I haven't seen The Matrix.
Yeah. Fuck the Matrix.
Fuck The Matrix.
No, it's pretty sick.
Oh, you like it?
I liked it,
I have to listen now.
but by the end of the album, I was like
Over it.
half over it, I guess.
Is it very like? I felt like. What's that? What is the single that they released called again?
One more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very. They're trying really hard.
Yeah, there is a little bit of that, but I mean, I guess it's their sound.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me. So like, I don't know. Ashman. Shout out to Ash when he was in a band.
Was Ash in a band?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we could get some of his bandmates on one day.
Oh, maybe. Maybe we've got a hookup.
Oh, fuck.
I went and watched one of their shows.
Ash's shows?
Yeah.
I never fucking made it to one. It's one of my biggest regrets in life.
Oh, yeah?
I want Ash to regroup with the band.
No, you got kicked out.
I'll start a band with him just to fucking... Our first song can be...
You, Ash, and his brothers.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
No, and it was like... what was the fucking theme? It was like 2000s pop punk or whatever the hell it was. And it was weird because Ash, me, I guess his bandmates were like probably the oldest people there. So those young kids.
Yeah.
And they were like playing all these like songs that like I grew up listening to.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, oh, this is so cool. Like, it's weird.
It is crazy.
It makes me feel weird.
Makes me feel icky.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I've like again on Thursday when I had that gig where I was standing out the back, and someone said something like, they were like, "Oh, do you have kids?" And I was like, "Yeah, two boys." And they're like, "Oh, hectic, you're like a grown up." And I'm like, "Yeah,
You're like
And
old." Okay.
they said something like, because obviously I got bits about Nikita, and they're like, "Oh, and you're married?" And I'm like,
Nah.
"Yeah, married, 2 kids, got a mortgage,
Make it up.
like the works." And they're like,
Car loan.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, fucking, just hanging out with kids.
Yeah, it's weird. When I was at uni, it was weird too.
Yeah,
like,
I would find
It was fucking so weird. They're like, I was born in 2012. I'm like, ooh, gross.
Actually, nah, that would make them
Close.
11.
Oh yeah, maybe not. Maybe it was like 2005.
Yeah, right.
Do your kids go? It must be from Bluey, but do your kids go? In the olden days,
Nah,
Yeah?
I haven't heard it yet.
my kids always talk about the fucking olden days.
Really?
And they go, "Oh, we're playing this game. You want to play?" We're in the car, and they're just like making up games and
Yeah.
whatever to kill time. Dad, let's play a game. We'll play shops. I was like, well, okay, how do you play shops? Oh, so it's like in the olden days, like where you're standing at the counter and there's stuff behind you. And we ask you for stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the olden days. Just do that now.
Yeah. Nikita got me the other day. We were, where were we? We were in the front yard doing something, but while we were in the front yard, both kids had their iPads.
Okay.
And I was in a pissed off mood and I lost it at them for something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get the fuck off your screens and like do kid shit. Like we're outside, like go and play. And
Start digging a hole.
yeah, and Westy's like, what do you want us to do? And I'm like, I don't know, pick up a stick and a rock and fucking hit the rock. And as it came out of my mouth,
Invent golf.
Yeah. As it came out of my mouth, I'm like, that's so fucking stupid. And Nikita's like, what the fuck was that? I'm like,
He's going to hit a rock through the window.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Anyway, they went back to their iPads.
Oh. That's dumb, Dad.
Yeah. Diego's up now.
How do you say that name?
Luke Jones.
Oh, no. Jonas.
6-2 from Perth.
6-2. Do you know what Diego's record is? Hey, I'm going to put you on blast now.
No, I don't.
I'm going to guess his record is 8-1.
I do know. No, I think he's got a couple more losses than that. I do know that. So the champion of this division, his name's Justin Van Heerden.
Okay.
So he's the first.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, so I've probably mentioned him. So he's the first guy that I ever had the balls when I started the podcast to reach out to.
Okay.
We had him lined up to come on like episode 5 or something. And
I'm so glad you didn't.
yeah, just because he trained at the place that I trained for a bit with Diego and stuff. And then just as like a couple of days before, he goes, "Oh fuck! I just realised you live in Brisbane. I live in Sydney now." And I'm like, "Well, that's
I remember
not
this
gonna
story.
It's not going to work, is it?" But yeah, he trains with Alexander Volkanovski and shit, who's like UFC fucking champ now. And yeah, this week he put a couple of stories up, almost calling out Diego and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting if Diego wins, whether he calls him out and goes for the championship.
Oh, we're not going to hear it.
We're not going to
Let's put the sound on.
It's pretty good. I'm pretty good at lip reading. So.
Bullshit.
So yeah, then we'll have to get Justin on.
Ready lip reading right now. Anyway, no, me. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. I thought lip read him. I'm pretty sure he's saying, tune in to the Can't Get Any Worse podcast.
Yeah. Ready, go.
What? I love this show. What?
Elephant shoe.
I was pretty close.
Fuck off.
I was pretty fucking
Oh yeah, I
close.
want to play that game. Have you ever seen people play that game where they put the headphones on and they can't hear? And
Yeah, I have seen
it looks
that.
fun. I don't know if that's more of a visual thing, but we should try.
It could be. While they're getting ready, plug a show for next week. So I'm going up to the sunny coast.
Competition, huh?
Yeah. So I'm doing the
Can anyone enter?
yeah. Yeah, it's an open mic competition. I think this will be the last time I enter it because it.
Why?
I think
Too
I'm
good now.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just getting to that stage where it's like maybe I shouldn't be.
Going up against newbies?
Yeah.
Oh, you feel too? Yeah.
It's almost like that gig I did at Good Chat the other week where I went to the green room and everyone was like,
Hey!
yeah. And I was just
the dick
fucking
joke guy.
seasoned vet. 9 and 7.
He actually was angry.
Angy. He actually looks angry. Logan City, yeah, represent. Fuck
Logan
yeah.
City. I never understood. Maybe you can explain. What does the fighting out of mean? Your hometown? Is that what that means? Because they always say fighting out of, and it's always like some random place that they're not even actually fighting from.
Yeah, so I think fighting out of is where they like train and shit.
Right.
Whereas if they say like from, then it's like from fucking
Right.
Greece or
So I was
something.
going to say, because he's from Brazil.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's got the Brazilian flag there. So yeah, I guess if we could listen to the announcer, he's probably like from Brazil, but fighting out of blah blah blah.
There he is. Do you reckon he had to like do any crazy weight cut shit?
Probably. We'll have to get him in again and ask.
Well, if he loses, it's going to be awkward to talk about it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Sunny Coast next week. I don't know if Ash is going to come. He's floated the idea past.
Absolutely not. Sperm in my mouth.
Like that.
Thank you, Ash. Yep, I
Yeah.
need you to bring that to the show.
Absolutely nobody.
But yeah, I think
How
last
can
year
he look so angry and he looks so passive?
because that's just how it works. Last year, I was talking to one of my mates, Max, about this week, and I feel like I got a bit
Pantera.
ripped last
Negra.
year.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Go on, give me a translation. Don't be
don't know.
racist.
Don't know.
The Pantera Negra, go.
Is it something to do with the Black Panther?
Ooh.
Because he always does like the fucking cross thing.
Maybe that's a good guess.
So yeah, it's heavily based on crowd laughter and participation. So it's almost
I
anyone
hate that is a...
anyone that lives on the sunny coast has got a fucking advantage.
Is the Black Panther.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Thought it must have been. So yeah, I need Ash to start going around the sunny coast this week with flyers and
I reckon he would if Sticky ever put out.
no, don't do that, Ash. That's
Everyone-
fucking embarrassing.
Ash, ready? I've got a good picture for you. James sent it to me. I'll send it to you. All right?
Picture of what?
Of your dumb face.
Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny and immature. That was like when I changed my name in Ash's phone,
Yeah.
but less good.
So it's by applause.
No, so the MC has a say, and so it's half MC vote, half crowd fucking cheer. But last year's MC was one of the MCs that was like,
Last year's MC was deaf.
no, he was one of the MCs that was like, oh, I don't want to fucking pick between all you guys, blah, blah, blah. So he's like,
That's
we'll
your
just
job.
He's like, he's like, cheer if you want this person, cheer if you want this person. And obviously the people that had fucking 20 people in the crowd got through.
That's crap.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go. Having a bit of
Center.
a family getaway while we're there. So I think we're going up.
Cool. Are you staying for longer than what the thing is for?
Yeah, so going up Friday and probably coming back early Monday morning because Nikita's got work and the kids have got school.
Wait. You're going to come back on Monday morning and go to school and work?
Well, the kids are fucking up at like 5 anyway. So what's the difference leaving Sunny Coast at 5 or waking up here at 5?
It's further away.
If I don't
understand.
If I don't make the final, then I'll probably just come back on Sunday.
Okay.
But if
Well, there's the final on.
finals on Sunday, so my heat's on Friday. So we'll go up Friday, spend the whole day up there, do the heat, then we'll do all day Saturday up there, all day Sunday doing fucking touristy shit for the kids.
Touristy shit is there to do that?
Fucking Stray Zoo, sea. What's that? Fucking sea
Sea
life. Yeah.
Wait,
sea
is
life.
now or near friggin' Mooloolaba?
It's close enough, isn't it?
I don't know. Really? I
It's Sunny
thought
Coast.
Let's go to the Gold Coast and you could be in friggin' Ormo or Broadbeach.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Good point. Should probably Google it. No, I'm assuming it's fucking within like 20-minute drive or something. We can do a bit of
20
driving.
minutes.
My
bet
theory
is more than half an hour.
My theory is if it's closer to drive up there than it is like to drive from here to there, then we're fine.
Mooloolaba to, let's just say Nambour.
But I'm staying at Noosa.
Okay.
So that's a whole nother kettle of fish.
25 minutes to Nambour. Noosa.
Yeah.
We've got to change it to Nambour to Noosa. Wait, can't you fly to Noosa?
There is an airport at...
Oh, it's fucking... Okay. It's about half an hour further north.
Sounds like a long way.
Yeah.
Jeez. We're going to have to find some Noosa-based activities.
Say, it's not that fucking close, I don't think. Oh, it's in Queensland. It's pretty fucking close.
All right, shut the fuck up.
Has anyone... they're feeling each other out. That's a fucking fight term.
Fucking oath.
I know fighting.
Yeah, you do. I
More than football.
I listened to... Oh, fuck, that was pretty cool. I listened to a hectic audiobook this week.
Peppa Pig.
Yeah. Nah, fucking Ned Brockman. Do you remember him?
No.
He was the dude...
You say Brockman, I hear Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, pretty similar. No, he was that dude about 12 months ago who ran across Australia for homelessness.
Okay.
So I was like loosely... I never thought...
I think I could do that.
I reckon I could. No, let me tell this story. And then... So I listened to his book. And while it was happening, I knew it was happening, but I never fucking like engaged in it. Like, didn't really follow what was happening, blah,
Get
blah,
kicked
blah.
in the dick.
Anyway, like, listen to his book, and the shit that he fucking, like, did on that run.
Of course.
Is
he shit his pants and stuff while he's running.
Insane, yeah.
Right.
Like, toenails fucking falling off. Like,
ultramarathon runners, like, that shit.
He
fucked.
snapped his shin so bad that he had to basically, like, wrap a bandage around his foot to his knee or something so that it'd hold it, like, straight. Yeah. And I'm like, that's fucking nuts. Just to have the mindset to just keep going. So he had to run 100 Ks a day to do it.
Why? Was there a time limit?
There was a time limit, but he missed it.
So then he didn't have to run 100 Ks a day?
That's the thing. He was like fucking halfway through the race. He's like, I've got to
Wait,
do
it was a race?
Well, it's not like the run. Call it a run then. So I think the record was like 43 or 46. I think the record must have been 43 days, and he did it in 46.
Right. So it's a mixed messages here.
So the record for running...
Okay. There's no time limit then. He just wanted to beat the record.
He wanted to beat, the outstanding record, which is 43 days.
Okay, that's better.
From like...
The race.
From the west coast to the east coast of Australia.
Okay. Does he go up or down?
Across, I'd assume. Like through...
Fucking no.
What do you mean? He ran from Perth to Sydney.
Yeah, okay, fine. But there's no way he goes straight across.
Why not?
Fuck it.
He ran through like the Nullarbor and shit.
Okay, I get it, but there's no way he just went straight line across.
Well, I'm assuming there were like turns and shit.
No, because...
But I think he took...
There's no way you could survive a 100K run just through the desert.
He like had like his parents and shit followed in a van and like
okay,
he had all that.
Obviously, he didn't fucking
I understand. I understand.
Listen to the book.
I understand it's a fucking giant feat. That's why I'm so impressed.
What the fuck was his name?
Ned Brockman.
Brock Lesnar.
Ned Brockman.
Ned Lesnar. Ned Brockman. Sorry, no disrespect.
No, fucking...
I need to see this path that he took. Oh, he's got a fucking mullet.
Yeah. Show me, where's the path?
Hang on, Ned Brockman across Australia path. Wait, has someone won already?
No, round one.
I don't want to miss the...
Look how red this guy's... Oh, you can't see. Look how red this guy's stomach is when he stands up.
You get kicked. Oh, front kick. Ooh. One of them was like the dick kick. Oh, yeah, look at that. Whoa. Did you see that?
Diego's on fire. I think it was probably the motivating words that we said to him when he was in here.
I think so. He's like, go win.
Have you found that fucking path yet?
I'm fucking trying to watch this and not miss out.
But yeah, fucking just hearing him talk about like the shit that he fucking went through
Yeah.
in the race. And
It's not a race.
in the run, whatever. Anyway, obviously I've got all pumped up off the book like I do with everything, right? So yesterday
You went running.
I laced up the old shoes and I went for a run.
Okay. I guess technically it's a cross,
Show me.
but when you say
Yeah,
a cross,
fucking oath.
I
That's pretty
think
fucking
a cross
straight.
like this. If you say a cross, but on the bottom edge where all the cities are, then I understand.
Nah, that's pretty straight. Anyway, yeah, I did a 5K run and I'm like, I was wrecked. And I was like, this dude had to run another 95 Ks.
Yeah, but the thing is,
just
though, I
for
think you
today.
get like, they talk about runner's high and like you get past a point where it's just
Yeah,
like,
I'd imagine you would, but still, it's a fucking monster amount of Ks to pound every day for 46 days straight.
I understand. From a fat person who hates running, I get it. Like, I actually hate running.
Like,
I'll do other exercise and be perfectly fine with it. But if running, like Troy, you know Troy, Opals as a hobby.
yeah, I know that's right.
Yeah. Also trainer as a hobby too.
Yeah. Stuntman as a hobby.
Yeah. He
Hey, Troy, if you're
used to
listening.
train. He is, I think. Hey Troy. He used to train me and like make me run. I hate that guy.
Yeah, I think that's why I always feel so good after a run because it's fucking one of the shittiest things you can do. Oh, here we go. What have you got?
I don't know. Have you ever like done swimming for exercise?
Not since I was like a kid.
Right. I feel like that would be bad too.
One bad thing I've started doing at the gym.
Because like, hang on, wait. Because you run, right, and you can stop, and you're like puffed out.
Yeah.
You're swimming. You're like, I stop, I drown.
Fair call. Yeah, that would be shit. No, I started doing like the last
Actual exercise at the gym.
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of,
Like this last week that I haven't had a like proper job. Like my workouts have gotten so much better.
But why?
I think
Are you still going
So
at
I
the same
think-
time? Like early in
Nah,
the morning?
nah.
Okay.
I'm basically just working it into my day where it suits best, I guess. So whether that is first thing or fucking.
So what
9
happened to
o'clock
you?
or
I
something.
have to do it first thing, or otherwise I don't feel like I'm fucking ready for the day.
I still feel a bit like that. So I don't know. I'm still working that out. It's been 1 week, but yeah, I started doing that. Like Rogan talks about it a lot. Is that Aerodyne bike? 20 seconds hard, 10 seconds rest. That's fucking. On Monday, the first time I did it, I legitimately thought I was about to throw up in front of everyone.
But if you don't throw up, then you're not doing it right.
I was pretty close. I had to go to the toilet and just like sit down.
I only say that because anytime like I would actually go and exercise, I'd be like, all right, the first month I'm going to fucking throw up every time.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're meant to, but
Probably shouldn't have eaten like a pack of gummy bears before every workout.
during the workout.
Yeah. Who's winning? We haven't watched any of this. The one fight that we wanted
We only,
to see.
you know, the most that we've watched is the after the round break.
Fucking hell.
No, we saw highlights. He's kicking him in the guts.
Diego.
Fuck yeah.
Um,
Everyone should watch. All right, round 2, 138, 37, 36. Watch after the fact.
Watch our commentary
In
of
time.
absolutely nothing. It's pretty sick that
I can't comment on it.
It's pretty sick that Connor's fucking branding is all over an Australian cage.
Why?
Just like
It's also tied into the UFC, right? It's
Yeah.
not fight class.
Yeah, so this is like the level before UFC in Australia.
In Australia.
Yeah, so if you want to make it to the UFC, you want to get with Eternal. XFC is pretty big as well.
Wait, so you can go from here to the UFC, or you have to go and fight in another thing?
Jesus Christ.
Go. In the you have to go to the States and go fight in a different thing.
No, you can go straight. Like so many people have just gone straight from this to UFC. And it's pretty cool. Like, so I've only watched Eternal maybe, and I don't watch it like frequently as much as I like do the UFC, but I follow a few of them on Instagram and stuff. And it's cool to, I guess, see them at this level and then start to see them fight in the UFC.
It's like a more advanced ultimate fucking fighter.
Yeah. I've even won
Ultimate
like
fighter?
a little bit of cash on like, because I'll see their name on a card and I'll be like, how do I know that name? And then I'll like look them up on Instagram and be like, oh fuck, I watched one of their fights in Eternal. I'm like, I'll just put $10 on them for fun.
Whose job do you think it is? Do you think they wait?
Oh, stretching that dick out. Grab his dick and twist it.
Winner. Whose job do you think it is to fucking bleach the blood off the mats?
I don't know.
Because was it clean? Are they always clean at the start?
I don't know. Do you reckon they just before each fight?
No, before the start of the event or whatever.
So I used to wonder that, and then I started to assume it's a new canvas every fight card
Because it's different. That they have the money for it.
Different sponsors and shit like that every fight card. That's
Everyone?
Almost everyone. That's the only reason I started to think, well, they must do a different canvas.
Did it give it away if, like, you know how UFC has numbers, if it was numbered?
That's true.
But I don't know if it is.
But yeah, I'd imagine because I've never looked up the price of canvas.
But I was going to say, it seems so wasteful.
It does. I know the UFC does like memorabilia and shit where you can buy a section of the canvas. Like it's framed
just
and shit.
Smart business move.
It is, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
how can we get someone to buy our scraps?
Yeah. It's like, wait, buy my jar of ball sweat.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I was listening to Joey Diaz's podcast this week, and he was talking about his ball sweat and stuff. Now that he's like such an old man,
Yeah, it would be so
he's like,
disgusting.
yeah, he's like, I finished jiu-jitsu and that shit's like a paste. He's like,
Oh, God. That made me feel gross inside. Icky.
yeah,
Fucking icky as hell.
yeah. He's like, I finished jiu-jitsu. I just put my hand down there, scoop that shit out, and then
That's disgusting. Oh, yeah.
He's one of
Icky
my
smells
favorites.
it. He sniffs it.
Yeah, he said he does.
That's
It's like-
disgusting too. Oh, fuck.
It's funny when he gets on a roll because he basically doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's just started a podcast with, I don't know if you've ever listened to any Joey Diaz. Do you know
A little bit.
Lee Sayat? He used to make him get fucking ridiculously high.
Yeah.
So he does a podcast with him now, and he basically just talks to Lee for about an hour about his like starting his comedy career and blah blah blah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool, like behind the curtains kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%. And it's funny once he gets like Lee giggling, he just won't stop. He'll just keep hammering it, and that ball sweat bit was one of it.
Do you think that's also he's working shit out too? Because it's like if I can fucking get a crowd, the ball rolling, then I can fucking try and press on with it.
Possibly, but like Joey reckons he's pretty much done with comedy.
Oh.
Yeah, like he did one. I reckon he's done like one set in the last 12 months, and that was at Rogan's Club. And he was meant to be there for the Friday, Saturday. He did Friday, and he's like, I'm going home.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah, he's just all about like his daughter and shit now.
Makes sense.
Which is fucking like, it's crazy knowing his story because
Yeah, coming from like being a criminal.
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that shit.
and he fucked up his like first daughter's relationship with him. So now he's like, I can't like whatever I have to
Imagine
do.
like that he essentially has had two lives.
100%. And it's also nuts to me. Like, I get it, I suppose. But the amount of times on his podcast where he's like, I've reached out to my oldest daughter. Oh, no.
Cover up.
Wobbled.
Cover up.
Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, the amount of times he's like, I've reached out to my oldest daughter and she just won't reply to me, like, won't talk to me after all these years. And it's like, knowing your dad is
But I wonder how
Joey
much-
Diaz.
How much of that like, oh yeah.
Here we go.
Sorry, here he goes. Work him.
Work him.
Work him.
Adrian just turned this into a gay porno.
No, you didn't just say that was the goal he's trying to Evie goes,
Does he have the choke here?
No.
Or
no, he's pushing on the back of his neck.
yeah, right. That's what I thought.
Make him uncomfortable. I don't know if the goal is to like make it so uncomfortable and like that he wants to lift his head up and then you can like sneak it
Probably.
in. Yeah, so Evie goes, Dad, can I go back to... So we used to take him to a thing called My First Gym. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So they were doing that for a while. She's like, can I go to My First Gym? I'm like, You really want to go back? It's like, oh, no, not that. I want to go to jiu-jitsu. Like, all right.
Yeah.
But we stopped because she got sick for like a couple of weeks and was coughing. And it's like, I can't take you in there to cough in other kids' faces.
I'd fucking love one of my kids to get into it. I reckon Parker will be...
Yeah?
Yeah. The amount
That's
of
the
time...
second child thing, I think.
Yeah. The amount of times he'll just come up to me and put me in chokes and just fucking want to start wrestling. But every time I'm like, oh, you ready to start jiu-jitsu? He's like, nah.
The thing is, like, is he old enough yet? It's 4,
Nah,
right?
not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. He's 3.
Yeah, I was
4
gonna say
in,
it's 4 is like that.
4 in June, I think. So I think he can start... There's like a karate sort of class he can start at 3, but Westy did that and he didn't really like it. P might like it. I don't know. We'll see.
When we were taking the kids to my first gym, it's the one at Coomera.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had just opened and they apparently like there's meant to be all these different classes, but they just had the normal kids gym, like run around and jump stuff, and then they brought the martial arts class in, and it's kind of like a mix of jiu-jitsu and mostly just mucking around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
got the back.
I wish we watched the
He's got
fight
the back.
close enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go. Not enough time left on the clock.
No. He turned hard towards his elbow. Was that it?
What do
Was
you
that
reckon?
it?
Yeah, that was the third round.
Huh?
I didn't watch
He
it
won.
closely enough.
He won. 100%.
It looked like from what I was watching, it looked like it.
Okay. I think he got way more strikes in. Effective strikes. Man. Do you reckon it hurts to have like cauliflower ear?
Probably. Or do you reckon it's like so numb that you can't even feel it?
Well, it's calcified. It's like a bone. It's got to be painful.
For
Especially
sure.
like if you get hit in it.
Did you see
Clocked in the face.
Did you see Steve-O when he tried to get cauliflower ear?
No.
Oh. I forget who he was getting to punch. It might have been Chuck Liddell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was just getting him to punch him in the ear as many times as he could.
That's not how that...
Yeah, I know. I know. Do you think anything on Jackass is factual? Or do you think it's just cool for the camera?
Well, of course, if you get kicked in the balls, you're going to fall over.
Yeah, I
What do you mean?
suppose. That guy's got a pretty bad singlet tan, eh?
Probably, I didn't see. What made me think about it, I'm pretty sure when he trains jiu-jitsu, he wears headgear.
Diego?
Yeah, I think so.
You sure?
Because that's what made me remember who he was.
Yeah,
I
right.
was like, I've seen you before, but like, I always thought I get it because you're tired, but it's weird to have someone else dress you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's like, do you think I'm gonna forget to put my shirt on that has like?
His coach behind him there, like at the fence with the water bottle. He's a fucking beast. He's like I forget how many times like Muay Thai champion
On
he
the left
is.
now.
Well,
There you go.
now I don't know. But yeah, he owns the fight center.
Yeah. No, here we go. 10 and 7.
Did you actually lip read that?
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
Diego, there we go. 2 from 2 from the MMA can't get any worse fighters. Who else are we going to get on to?
I don't know. I didn't see the first one. That's cool. That's it. That's the golden ticket.
Fucking oath. You need to come on here.
He's so happy.
What if he just goes, I owe all this to the Can't Get Any Worse podcast?
What would you do if he shouted it out?
Well, we're not going to know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Fuck yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Well, that's our main event for the
Good
night.
shit.
I know there's still like
Congratulations.
another 2 or 3
How
fights after this.
disrespectful to the actual fighters.
Hey, I'm going to sit around and watch them. But fucking, here we go.
What do you mean? Here we go. We can't hear it. I got
I know.
lip read. Go. Best
right.
attempt at lip reading.
All right, let's go. But yeah,
Thank you to my coaches.
thank
Thank
you.
you to my
Yeah.
team. Everyone that supported me. Come on.
anyway, if you're on the sunny coast next week, come, I think it's Thursday at, I don't know, follow me on social media and I'll fucking post it up there. Somewhere in
Week.
Noosa.
Look up-
Somewhere in Noosa. I think it's like 6
It's pretty close to Mooloolaba
6:30.
if you're there around.
Follow me on social media and I'll post it on there. And yeah, fucking probably announce these WestPark rooms this week as well.
Tell your one best friend. To turn
yeah,
up.
Exactly. Tell one best friend. Tell your closest MMA fighter to come on the show because so far we're 2 from 2. So anyone else that wants to come on and get a win under the record, let's do this shit. See you later.
Bye.